Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru. It is January 7th, 2025. I'm here for another crack at connections after I do my Rosalind shuffle. We have got Madrigal, Various, Love, Enough. Oh my goodness, I'm making no connections. Unnovel. Unnovel? Oh, look at this. We've got a lot of uhs. And probably not just four. No, I'm seeing way too many. Oh my goodness. A novel. Some. Various and some feel like they go together, right? Various. Some. Barbershop. Madrigal and barbershop are musical, right? Madrigal. Barbershop, although I may try quartet if this doesn't pan out. Part one. A few. Various, some, a few. So here's an that works. That gives me hope for the others. A deal. No. Doo-wop. Music. A life. A life worth living. A life. It's a wonderful life. Certain could be here, right? Certain, some, a few, various. Okay, I think I like that. Madrigal, barbershop, doo-wop. Oh, acapella. Acapella. So we got rid of the two ah ones. What are the ah ones left over? Navel? A novel? A deal? A life? A rose. And then what's left over? Madrigal, various, love. Enough. Oh, enough is an amount, but it doesn't fit in as well as these amounts. Various, some, a few, certain. No, I don't think it works. Enough. 8 is enough. A novel, some, barbershop, part 1. A few, a deal, doo-wop, life, certain, a rose, a cappella, essays. Oh, yeah, let's just try to make the word message out of essays. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's a deal. I put these in a group, but I don't think that they go in a group. I think that's a bit too easy because taking out a few and a cappella was fairly easy, and I don't see how these go together, although I didn't really try them. A novel, a deal, a life, a rose. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet, so Romeo would were he not Romeo called. A life. A rose and a life feel very poetic. A deal, not so poetic. A novel. A novel and essays feel like they go together. Eight is a novel. 8 is a deal. 8 is a life. 8 is a rose. 8 is a love. 8 is a part 1. 8 is a essays. Enough is enough. Love is enough. Well, love is enough. Part 1 is enough. Probably not. Part 1 suggests there's at least another part. Essays is enough. A novel is enough. A deal is enough. A life is enough. A rose is enough. Oh, gosh. Oh, I think I need to see if these work to see if I'm on the right track. I think this is the easy one. I think this is the yellow. I'm going to try various, some, a few and certain. I kind of like to do that without looking over here to see if they still make sense to my brain apart from everything else. And then I double check. Various, some, a few, certain. Yes, because when I've got something, an interloper like enough, which also indicates an amount, I like to make sure that my brain isn't thinking this is going to be part of that. I want to make sure it's cohesive. And I think it is, but I'm still, oops, hello. Still going to double check. Oh, and that's the green. Well, I didn't think this was the yellow, but this is the only other one I think I know, and I hope I do. This is just vocal musical groups, right? Madrigal, barbershop, doo-wop, a cappella. I believe. That's the yellow. Man, I would have pegged that as blue. Although I don't know what these are and I don't know these, so... All right, so we've got two different ways to look at them. What I have here and what I have here. Love. Oh my goodness, that's so ubiquitous. What do I do with that? Love and roses and... a deal. A deal. A novel. I feel like maybe novel part 1 and essays could go together, but why is it called a novel? What combines those three if they're combined? And what would the fourth one be? A deal? A life? Enough? Enough doesn't sound right. It would either be a deal or a life, I think. I don't know what combines them. They just feel like they belong together. So hold on a minute. If a novel... Who knows where my fingers are today? A novel, part 1, and essays feel like they go together. What other 2 or 3 feel like they go together? Love and a rose. Enough. Enough doesn't feel like it goes with either of those. A deal. A deal feels like maybe it could go here. Oh. This is a stumper. Do you know what I think I want to do? I think I want to try these out. This thing, this starting with an article, is really driving me crazy. So much so that I don't think studying it would give me any more clarity. So I think that this is either going to be a deal or a life. I feel like I've got 3 that feel good together, even though I can't articulate why. So I think I'm going to try these 4, and if I'm totally wrong, I will stop and think about everything. And if I'm one away, I'll take out a deal and put in a life. And then if I get that wrong, then I'll stop and think about everything, because that would have used up 2 of my mistakes. All right, I think I have a plan in place. A plan. Oh, that's not part of this. A novel, part 1, essays. It's like compartmentalized writing. And then a deal? I don't know. I'm going to try it. It is one away. A life? I kind of like a life better than a deal. A novel, a life, part 1, essays. Is this like subtitles? Common subtitles? I could see this on a cover of a book. Something, a novel, a life, part 1, essays. Oh, then what is love, a deal, enough, and a rose, if this is correct? Well, I don't know, and I'm going to find out if it's correct, and if it's not correct, I'm going to take a break. And if it, oh, I'm so glad it's correct, because I tried to slide up and I resized the whole thing. Book subtitles. Oh my goodness, book subtitles. Oh, once I had them together, it made better sense. That's obscure. Enough, a rose, love, a deal. What is that? What's the deal with this? A deal. Let's make love. Let's make a rose. Let's make enough. That's what I was trying to think of when I was doing a deal before. Deal or no a deal? I don't know, but I don't know. So I'm just going to submit and see what it is. Blank. Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I got it. A deal is a deal. You gotta honor it. A rose is a rose is a rose. A rose is a rose is a rose. Enough is enough. Love is love. Wow. That one was extraordinarily difficult, especially because a rose is a rose is a rose. That you have to repeat that before it fits the poem. Was it a Stein poem? A deal is a deal, enough is enough. It's so funny because I kept trying to say enough is enough, love is enough, a rose is enough. I didn't think about just repeating the word. Oh, man. Okay, so a little bit colorful there, right? Let's go back to the results. A little bit colorful. Got these two. I feel good about that. Man, that one was tricky. That was a tricky one, I think. All right, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.